Imagine waking up one day, looking in the mirror and realizing you've been told you're sick, when maybe you're just getting older. What if some of the things you've been treating as diseases are simply the body's natural expression of aging? And what if the very treatments designed to fix them might actually be doing more harm than good? Hello everyone, I'm Tariq, and today I want to take you on a journey through 8 common conditions that many of us assume are illnesses, but in many cases are better understood as signs of aging. And by recognizing that difference, we might treat them more wisely, more compassionately, and avoid overtreatment that damages our health. Not every change in our body as we grow older is a disease, though modern medicine and society often make us believe otherwise. We've been conditioned to think that every ache, every new number on a blood test, and every small shift in how we look or feel must mean something is wrong that needs fixing. But in reality, many of these changes are simply signs that time is moving forward, and our body is naturally adapting to it. Take, for instance, slightly higher blood pressure in older adults. It's not always a disease that needs medication right away. As arteries lose elasticity with age, the body compensates by increasing pressure to ensure proper blood flow to vital organs. Treating this mild increase aggressively with multiple medications can sometimes lower blood pressure too much, leading to dizziness, fainting, and even falls. Similarly, a mild increase in blood sugar doesn't automatically mean diabetes. As we age, our metabolism slows, muscle mass decreases, and the way our body responds to insulin naturally changes. It's a gradual process, not necessarily a signal of disease. What happens too often is that we interpret these normal shifts as something dangerous because they fall slightly outside normal medical ranges that were mostly set based on younger populations. Doctors, in their effort to protect, may prescribe medications that aren't truly needed yet, and patients, driven by fear, accept them. Over time, this approach leads to dependency and multiple side effects that could have been avoided with simple lifestyle adjustments. Think about joint stiffness or occasional knee pain. These are almost universal experiences after a certain age. The cartilage that cushions our joints becomes thinner, and our tendons and ligaments lose flexibility. That doesn't mean we're sick. It means our bodies have been carrying us faithfully for decades and are simply showing signs of wear. But rather than viewing this as a natural part of aging, many rush to painkillers, anti-inflammatory drugs, or even surgeries without first trying to strengthen the surrounding muscles, improve posture, or manage inflammation through diet and movement. The same is true for changes in memory or energy levels. Forgetting where you put your keys or feeling more tired in the evening doesn't always point to cognitive decline or chronic fatigue. It's often your brain and hormones adjusting to a new rhythm that comes with age. By understanding that these changes are expected, you can focus on supporting your body instead of fearing it. What we label as diseases are often the body's way of maintaining balance in a different stage of life. When we recognize this, we can respond with care rather than panic, with nourishment rather than over-medication. The key is awareness, learning to differentiate between what truly needs medical attention and what is part of the natural progression of life. Accepting that the body evolves doesn't mean ignoring symptoms. It means observing them intelligently and acting appropriately. It's about respecting the body's wisdom and not mistaking adaptation for malfunction. Each wrinkle, each slower morning stretch, each subtle change in how we feel is evidence that our body is alive, resilient, and doing its best to keep us balanced through time. When we stop labeling every change as a disease, we free ourselves from unnecessary fear and open the door to aging with confidence and grace. Overtreatment is one of the silent dangers in modern healthcare, especially when it comes to aging. We live in a time where every small change is met with a prescription, a supplement, or a medical intervention, often without pausing to ask whether it's really necessary. Many people over 50 are taking multiple medications at once, not always because they're seriously ill, but because natural signs of aging have been mistaken for diseases that need fixing. This culture of overtreatment can do more harm than good, slowly chipping away at the body's ability to function on its own. When a slightly elevated blood pressure reading turns into a lifetime of medication, or a mild blood sugar increase leads to aggressive drug therapy, we create dependency instead of promoting health. Medications can interact with each other, create new side effects, and start a cycle of adding more drugs to treat problems caused by the first ones. The truth is, our bodies are intelligent systems that adapt and compensate as we age. They're not breaking down suddenly, they're shifting. But the medical system, pressured to fix numbers on a chart, often misses this bigger picture. A small dip in kidney function, a slower metabolism, or minor joint discomfort can all be normal signs of aging. Yet, when treated as diseases, these conditions can invite interventions that put more stress on the body. Take, for example, the overuse of anti-inflammatory drugs for mild joint pain. These medications can relieve discomfort in the short term, but damage the stomach, liver, or kidneys over time. Or consider aggressively treating mild cholesterol changes in older adults with high doses of statins, which might reduce certain risks but also cause muscle pain, weakness, or fatigue. Overtreatment doesn't just harm the body, it affects the mind too. Constantly being told that something is wrong with you can create anxiety and a feeling of fragility. People start believing they're sick even when they're not, and that belief can lead to reduced activity, fear of movement, and a passive approach to their own health. What the body really needs at this stage is support, not suppression. It needs gentle encouragement through balanced movement, nourishing food, proper hydration, and stress management. These steps allow the body to adjust naturally instead of overwhelming it with drugs that might mask symptoms but don't restore true health. There's also an emotional aspect to overtreatment that often goes unspoken. When we hand our health completely over to pills and procedures, we lose trust in our body's ability to heal and adapt. We forget that resilience is built through challenge and recovery, not through constant medical interference. By stepping back from unnecessary treatments, we give our bodies the chance to find equilibrium again. Doctors and patients alike need to reframe aging, not as a medical emergency, but as a natural process that can be supported wisely. When we learn to treat only what truly requires intervention, we reduce risk, improve quality of life, and give ourselves the freedom to age naturally, with strength and dignity rather than fear and dependency. Lifestyle is the first and most powerful medicine your body can ever receive. And unlike pills or procedures, it comes without side effects. The truth is that most of what we call age-related decline is deeply connected to how we move, eat, rest, and manage stress. As we get older, our metabolism slows, hormones shift, and recovery takes longer, but that doesn't mean we are powerless. In fact, lifestyle choices become even more influential with age. Regular physical activity, for example, doesn't just keep muscles strong. It maintains cardiovascular health, improves insulin sensitivity, enhances brain function, and keeps mood balanced. Even simple daily movement like walking, stretching, or light resistance training sends powerful signals to the body to stay young at a cellular level. It tells your muscles to grow, your bones to stay dense, and your brain to keep forming new connections. Exercise becomes less about aesthetics and more about maintaining independence, balance, and the ability to live fully. Nutrition plays an equally vital role. As we age, our bodies require fewer calories but more nutrients, meaning quality matters far more than quantity. A diet rich in vegetables, lean proteins, healthy fats, and whole foods provides the building blocks the body needs to repair itself. Protein becomes especially important for maintaining muscle mass, which in turn supports metabolism and mobility. Hydration is another key factor, as many older adults mistake thirst for hunger or fatigue. Drinking enough water supports kidney function, skin elasticity, and mental clarity. Just as important is reducing the consumption of processed foods, refined sugars, and excessive alcohol, all of which accelerate inflammation and cellular damage. Food should be seen as daily medicine, not just fuel, because every bite either strengthens or stresses the system. Sleep is often underestimated, but is one of the most restorative medicines available. During deep sleep, the body repairs tissues, balances hormones, and clears waste from the brain. Unfortunately, as people age, sleep patterns tend to change, leading to lighter, shorter rest. Maintaining a consistent sleep routine, avoiding screens before bed, and creating a dark, quiet sleep environment can make a profound difference. Quality sleep supports everything from heart health to emotional stability, and is one of the simplest ways to slow the effects of aging naturally, stress. Management is another lifestyle medicine that holds immense power. Chronic stress accelerates biological aging by increasing cortisol, raising inflammation, and weakening the immune system. Practices like meditation, deep breathing, spending time in nature, or engaging in meaningful activities calm the nervous system and promote balance. Even laughter and social connection play medicinal roles, releasing feel-good chemicals and reducing the physiological wear and tear of stress. The beauty of using lifestyle as medicine is that it treats the root, not the symptom. Instead of suppressing a problem temporarily, it strengthens the body from the inside out. It requires patience, consistency, and awareness, but the rewards are long-lasting. With every mindful meal, every intentional movement, every night of good sleep, and every moment of peace, we teach our bodies how to heal and thrive naturally. The more we respect these simple foundations, the less we need to rely on external treatments, and the more gracefully we can navigate the process of aging. Understanding the body's natural evolution is one of the most empowering steps toward healthy aging. When you recognize that your body is not breaking down but simply adapting, your entire perspective on health begins to change. The small shifts you experience, like slower digestion, decreased muscle mass, or hormonal fluctuations, aren't signs of weakness. They're the body's intelligent way of finding balance in a new phase of life. Each system adjusts to maintain function as efficiently as possible with the resources available. For example, metabolism slows because the body doesn't need the same rapid energy turnover it once did in youth. The skin becomes thinner and less elastic, not because it's failing, but because collagen production naturally decreases with time. Even changes in vision or hearing reflect the body's ongoing adjustment to decades of use and exposure. Recognizing these transformations as biological adaptations rather than malfunctions allows you to respond with care instead of panic. When people view aging as a disease, they often fight against their own biology. They chase endless treatments, surgeries, or supplements to reverse what's entirely normal. But when you understand the science behind aging, you start to see that your body is still doing its best work. It's maintaining, repairing, and protecting you, just in a different rhythm. For instance, hormonal changes in both men and women are part of the body's effort to conserve energy and protect vital organs. Postmenopausal changes in women and reduced testosterone in men are not punishments of age. They are natural transitions designed to stabilize long-term health. Instead of forcing the body back into a youthful state with aggressive treatments, supporting it through balanced nutrition, physical activity, and mental well-being leads to better overall outcomes. Your cells are constantly communicating and adapting to maintain internal harmony. Over time, they prioritize repair over growth, which is why healing might take longer or recovery from exercise feels slower. This shift is part of the body's evolutionary intelligence, redirecting energy to essential systems to preserve longevity. When you fuel that process with proper sleep, nutrient-dense foods, hydration, and manageable levels of physical stress, you align with the body's design instead of working against it. The same applies to the mind. Cognitive changes like slower recall or occasional forgetfulness don't necessarily mean decline. They often indicate a brain that's reorganizing how it stores and retrieves information. Studies show that older adults maintain strong reasoning and emotional intelligence even as processing speed slows. The brain trades quick reaction time for wisdom, pattern recognition, and emotional balance. When you see these shifts as evolution rather than loss, you can nurture them through reading, learning, staying socially connected, and engaging in mentally stimulating activities that keep neural pathways alive. The natural evolution of the body is not something to resist. It's something to embrace. Every change carries purpose, and understanding that purpose allows you to live with patience and gratitude. Aging gracefully isn't about defying time, it's about moving in harmony with it, appreciating the intelligence of your body and supporting it with love, movement, and nourishment. Aiming for function instead of perfection is the real secret to aging well. Too often, people get caught up in chasing ideal numbers on a lab report or trying to look like they did 20 years ago, forgetting that true health isn't about flawless appearance or perfect statistics. It's about how well your body performs, how much energy you have throughout the day, and how capable you feel in doing the things that matter to you. Function means being able to move without pain, think clearly, sleep deeply, and enjoy life with vitality. When you shift your focus from trying to maintain youth to maintaining ability, you take control of your well-being in a much more realistic and empowering way. The goal isn't to avoid aging, but to make every stage of life as strong and fulfilling as possible. Perfection in health is an illusion because the human body is constantly changing. What's normal for you at 40 won't be the same at 60 or 70. Those changes don't mean you're failing, they mean your body is adapting. Functional health respects that adaptation. It values strength over size, balance over speed, and endurance over appearance. You might not be able to run as fast as you once did, but maybe now you can walk longer distances without fatigue or lift groceries easily because of consistent resistance training. That's functional success. By prioritizing mobility, flexibility, and stamina, you're investing in independence and freedom rather than chasing cosmetic results that fade with time. This mindset shift also helps reduce frustration. When people set unrealistic goals, like having the same skin, body, or energy as they did decades ago, they often feel disappointed and give up. But when you measure progress through how you feel and function, every improvement becomes meaningful. Being able to get up from the floor easily, climb stairs without losing breath, or carry your grandchild with confidence are victories that far outweigh a number on a scale. Functional goals are sustainable because they align with your body's natural rhythm and capabilities. They encourage movement, nourishment, and rest in balance, which together create resilience that outlasts superficial perfection. Focusing on function also protects mental and emotional health. When you let go of unrealistic comparisons, you stop fighting your reflection and start appreciating what your body still allows you to do. That gratitude strengthens motivation. It builds self-respect. You stop treating your body as a project to fix and start seeing it as a partner to nurture. This perspective not only keeps you physically active, but also improves mood, confidence, and self-esteem. The result is a more peaceful relationship with yourself, one where you're not measuring worth through appearance, but through vitality and purpose. In the end, functional health is what allows you to live life fully. It means you can travel, garden, dance, laugh, and participate in the world without feeling limited. It's not about erasing signs of aging, but embracing them while keeping your body capable and your spirit strong. When you focus on function, you stop fearing time and start living in harmony with it, realizing that aging is not losing life. It's learning to live it better, one strong, capable day at a time.